Every single review just gives you a bunch of different features and you are still absolutely confused which is the best choice for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you just the very specific features that you actually need to pay attention to understand which is the best choice for you based on your specific case. And on top of that, I have some discounts and crazy bonuses if you use my affiliate links, so check out all of the links in the description. When it comes to Flodesk automations, it has some of the basic automations out there like freebie delivery, nurture series. However, honestly, it's lacking quite a lot. You don't have any advanced conditions, you don't have multi-trigger workflows, no split testing, no page visited tracking, no e-commerce triggers. It's really only really suited for very simple sequences and some nurture flows, and that's it. So honestly, I would say even maybe a 5 to 6 out of 10. By the way, I have created a document of 50 best growth hacks used by the biggest marketers out there. Check the link below. When it comes to interface, it's honestly very simple. It's very clean, very intuitive. It's extremely beginner friendly because, as I mentioned before, it doesn't really have a lot of automation features, and I will discuss some other things as well. But because it's lacking a lot of stuff, it makes it super simple. So it's a 10 out of 10. There are some other softwares that I would say are maybe as simple as this, but they have a lot more features. By the way, I created a blueprint for the best business model out there, so check the description. When it comes to landing pages, one thing to note is they do have very beautiful landing pages, very beautiful templates. And this obviously depends, it's subjective. I'll show you later a bit how the design looks. But it's easy to customize, but it's limited to the flexibility of how much you can actually customize. And there is no A/B testing, no advanced analytics, none that kind of stuff. So you'll have a few templates that look nice, but if you need something a bit more, it really doesn't provide it, hence it's only 6 out of 10. When it comes to forms, there are some, again, very beautiful templates. This might be subjective, but they are very modern, nice looking templates. And it's great aesthetic for creators, actually even different fields. However, the customization again is very light, and there's no A/B testing, no more advanced features, so it's only 7 out of 10. When it comes to newsletter designer, again, when it comes to the visual aspect, it's very nice builder. It has some gorgeous templates with typography, layout options. However, it just doesn't have some advanced features like no dynamic content, no A/B testing for content, none of those basic type of things that you really actually need for your email marketing software. Hence, it's only 7 out of 10, even though visually it does look very nice. When it comes to e-commerce, it integrates with Shopify and other platforms via Zapier, so you'll need to pay extra if it's other platforms. You have some basic purchase tagging, but no native abandoned cart recovery, no product recommendations. Really, it's lacking a lot. It's only maybe like a 5 to 6 out of 10. So, unique features. First of all, they have unlimited everything plan, and I'll show you in a second what that exactly means. But this is the one thing that why this software really is popular. And then also I would say another feature that's a little bit standout feature is that what I mentioned before, they do have a lot of great looking design templates if you like that specific style that they provide. When it comes to Flodesk pricing, it's very interesting actually because they have these 3 different options. But the one thing you have to understand, the free plan, it's actually just to grow. You can't actually send any emails. You can only collect emails and that's it to grow your list. But when you start collecting emails, you want to start sending emails right away. So it doesn't even make sense, honestly, to go with this plan. I would never suggest it. There are better softwares that provide free plans. And then you have the Pro, and you also have the Everything. And with the Pro, the really interesting thing here is usually it's based on subscriber amount, but here there's no subscriber amount. It starts at $38
and that's the only option. It doesn't go up as well. It's unlimited emails, unlimited subscribers, unlimited workflows, and this really kind of depends. So here they have this basically thing where they show you, okay, no matter how many subscribers you get, it's going to cost you the same amount. And they say if you have 25,000 subscribers, on average is $75, which I think actually it's a lot less. If you're using something like Sender or MailerLite, you're actually going to be paying less than $38. It's going to be cheaper to start out, and they actually even have free plans as well. So you can actually start out much cheaper. Where it might be interesting is if you start getting more subscribers. If let's say you have 10,000 subscribers, now you're still only paying those, if you're doing monthly, $38 a month. And here it says average $250, but actually I would say if you're using Sender, MailerLite, it's going to be somewhere around like $100. But that's basically around one third of this price. So it is a lot cheaper if you have a ton of subscribers. And obviously if you go more and more, it's going to be great. But this is again just for kind of like, as I explained, other feature just for the basic stuff. And if you want to go with everything plan, this includes payments and checkouts, sales funnels, selling products, basically all of these sales features. And that is $64 a month. Again, the same type of principle, it's not going to change. However, I would say that keep in mind that the sales pages, the funnels, all of the stuff is very basic. So most likely you will end up getting a separate software that does all of your sales. You don't want to rely on just selling using Flodesk, and that's it. So who is Flodesk best for? Honestly, it's only really best if you're going to send a lot of basic emails, and that's it. You don't care about all the automations, advanced segmentations, all of these more advanced features like the landing pages, the forms, and all of that. And if you have a huge list as well, as I explained with the pricing, if you have a small list, it doesn't really make sense. But if you have a big list, it's only $38 a month. So you're going to save a lot of money if that is your goal. However, I would say that honestly, if you get a software that's going to have a bit more of automation features, it's going to have maybe A/B testing, so you can increase your conversion rates a lot. You're going to make so much more money. So I would advise honestly to invest a little bit more money and get a different software, because you are sacrificing all of these automation features that can really grow your business a lot. So AWeber has some of the basic automations that you might need, some purchase-based tagging, all of these sort of like basic things. The only thing here I would say is that it doesn't really have any multi-trigger workflows. It doesn't have advanced logic and goal tracking, deep event triggers. So honestly, it has most of the basic stuff, but just missing a couple of different things. Also split A/B automations, which is a pretty huge thing. So it's good for simple sequences, but not really great for if you want a little bit more complex automations. So I'll give it only a 7 out of 10. When it comes to ease of use, it's very straightforward, very beginner friendly. I think that's their target market. Clear separation between lists, campaigns, landing pages, very minimal learning curve. I do think there are a couple of softwares that are just a tiny bit easier to comprehend and just have a little bit nicer interface. That's why I'll give it a 9 out of 10. When it comes to landing pages, honestly, I'm not super crazy about the templates. They are kind of okay, I would say, style-wise. You can have a look for yourself on the website if you see if you like any of them. They do have 100+ templates, which is nice. Customizable blocks, video embeds, basic analytics, so all of those kind of basic things that you will need. It does like A/B testing, which some email marketing softwares do provide, and it could have a little bit more flexibility. So it's a 6, maybe even, it's a 7, maybe even a 6 for landing pages. When it comes to forms, they do have inline pop-up forms with simple customization. You can trigger automations, apply tags. Templates are, I would say though, kind of basic. They're not very beautiful templates, and design flexibility is limited as well, so it's a 7 out of 10. When it comes to newsletter designer, they have this drag and drop editor with some pretty solid, decent templates and dynamic content. The smart designer can help you to create branded email templates. I'll kind of showcase later a bit what this means. And you have A/B testing for subject lines, but no A/B testing for the actual email content. So it's a 7 out of 10. When it comes to e-commerce, you have built-in actually tools to sell digital products with Stripe. This is, I do have to emphasize, very, very simplistic. There are some automatic product taggings, simple purchase triggers, so they do provide some of this stuff. No abandoned cart recovery or advanced product recommendations, so it's more of a 7 out of 10. When it comes to AI features, they have basic AI writing assistant for subject lines and email copy, and I'll talk about something else when it comes to AI. That's related to this within the specific features section. But other than that, no predictive send time optimization, no AI driven segmentation yet, no automations. So some of these things other email marketing softwares already have, so it's just a 6 out of 10. So when it comes to unique features, honestly, there's only one feature that I really can see, and that's AI newsletter writer. So basically they have this automate your weekly newsletter in your voice, and supposedly this is supposed to help you to automatically in your voice help you to draft newsletters, remind you when to send them, and you still can adjust all of the different things. This, I would say, is kind of just basic AI writer for your email. What other softwares provide as well, but they are kind of just packaging this as like this 100% automated AI newsletters writer, and perhaps if they develop more on it, perhaps this could be useful. So if you're writing a lot of newsletters and you want to try to have the easiest process with AI, this might be somewhat worth to look into. When it comes to AWeber pricing, it's pretty simple. However, there is one caveat you need to understand. So basically we can choose this plan between 7,500 and 10,000 subscribers. They have mainly two different plans. They have this done for you plan, and at least now they're running this promo. You can decide yourself whether this is worth for you. I would rather just do it myself, to be honest. But you have the Lite and the Plus plan. And billed monthly, the Lite plan is $100 and the Plus is $135, which is somewhere in that middle range. There are some softwares that are cheaper that I think provide more features than AWeber. But one thing here to note as well is that with the Lite plan, first of all, note that you get 10 times the subscribers, so basically 10 emails per subscriber. On this plan, you'll get 12. So again, you might run out if you have, let's say, 9,000 subscribers, but you're sending like 15 emails per month to them. It's not gonna be enough for you. Another super important thing is like you only get one email list, and well, if you're going to use the landing pages, only 3 landing pages and only 3 email automations. This, I think, is this and the one email list is absolutely killers for me. And also, aside from that, some of these sales trackings, some of them are, if we go into the actual features, you will see that, okay, behavioral automation, this is not included, branded click tracking links, this is not included. Some of these features are super important. So honestly, most likely you will go with a Plus plan. The Lite plan is kind of just there to anchor it. You're going to go with this, so you're going to be paying $135 a month. So it's not horrible pricing, but as I said, I think there are just better deals out there. So who is AWeber best for? I would say that it's just like a very simple email marketing tool. no very advanced features. Honestly, it doesn't really stand out to me much. If you see that, okay, you feel like this tool just fits you really well, then you might as well go for it. But honestly, I do think there are better tools out there, and they even come at better price as well.
By the way, I have also made an ultimate video comparing all of the different softwares, so go check that out, link in description. And don't forget, I have special discounts and crazy bonuses if you use my affiliate link. So if you enjoyed this, check out all of those links.